take you live this Wednesday morning to Toronto City Hall where Mayor Chow is speaking to the media ahead of today's council meeting. Let's listen to her remarks now.
Toronto has been leading with real solutions, programs like Rent Bank. If you have, because you're working full time, but because you just got sick or there's sickness in the family, you fell behind and you're facing eviction, the city can come in, help you out a bit. Also prevention in communities, the EPIC program and the tenant support program that help people stay housed. We introduced a renovictions bylaw to stop illegal evictions, hired more inspectors so homes are in good state of repair, and support nonprofits to buy buildings so affordable homes can securely be affordable forever. Our message to the province is clear. If you want to build more rental housing, work with the cities to make it more affordable to build, not easier to evict. Last winter, Toronto residents told us clearly that snow clearing wasn't good enough. Streets and sidewalks were left uncleared for too long. Reports did not match what people were seeing, experiencing, and help often came too late. So I asked the city manager to conduct a comprehensive review and brings forward a plan that uses all available city resources to improve snow clearing this winter and beyond. You saw that in action a few days ago. While some clearing contracts signed a few years ago, they were fatally flawed as they did not include snow removal. Didn't make sense. We are now taking action to make these services better for Torontonians now. Our first fix is that we can proactively remove snow and eventually fix the contracts as they come up for renewal so that it includes snow removal. Second, we can include actions that improve the services people get from our city, and that includes ending the 311 blackout period so people can report what's the problem right away so they could help us do a better job. Creating one team approach across the city so departments know who is responsible for what with a central command. So when a big storm hits, we can also redeploy over 200 people to assist in clearing the snow. We're buying new equipment and improving the repairs. We're making communication clearer so people know when the streets and sidewalks will be cleared. While we didn't have a big storm, we saw some of it. It was like first snowstorm. It's never been that early for 45 years. We just saw it. The crews were ready. The salt rim was applied Saturday night to high priority areas to prevent ice from forming, and it worked. When snow began to stick, salting and sidewalk plowing began immediately. 2 warming centers opened to provide warmth, meals, and support for those who need it most. This is how we can rebuild trust, by making sure that the city is ready when the snow falls. The report on snow clearing is on the agenda today. It's a step forward, and it will be my second key item. Another item that has been grabbing people's attention is allowing more corner stores. Growing up in Toronto, I went to the corner store after school on a summer day spent in the park, and having a neighborhood shops to get your ice cream with your kids near home or run out to get milk helps the communities. Now, I noticed my grandkids when I used to pick them up after school, and they would meet their friends in their local corner store. We'll go and get a snack, and we would meet up, and then journey home. Having this kind of small local shop, now they already found all over the older city of Toronto, and we've seen that it has blended in well. They enhance safety since there are more eyes and ears on the street, and create a stronger sense of belonging as a local meeting sports. I support cutting red tape so corner stores can be established in neighborhoods. They are gathering place and really bring people together. We will be looking at a balanced approach that would grandfather the existing neighborhood shops, measure how many jobs are created and how much money is saved by cutting these zoning, planning red tapes. This is about making the neighborhoods more complete, walkable, and safer for families. That's a caring city in action, a city that delivered for folks in Toronto. You may have some questions.
Mayor Chow, I'm wondering what residents' response has been to snow clearing after a recent bout of snow.
Sorry?
What you've been hearing from residents to snow clearing this week following our snowfall? What have they been telling you?
They didn't tell me much, which means that they didn't have a lot of problems. Sometimes when you don't hear from 311, that's okay. You don't have to. Be nice if they say that, hey, our streets are proud. We looked and we did well, right? We were able to get the prouds out. The street were salted early. I remember one time last year, overnight, the road froze. It was freezing rain. And then by 5 a.m., 6 a.m., it was very slippery. And that mistakes have been corrected. They're salting earlier so that it prevents the overnight freeze, so that at rush hour or in the next morning, the roads is already, the salt is doing their work. And it's doing a lot of the preventive work. It's also bringing the whole team together, so there's a central command. Last weekend, we had a central command. Our city manager was in charge, and I was briefed about, and my team, what they're doing, how they're doing it, when they're doing it. It was very detailed, so I'm quite satisfied with their work.
Mayor Chow, regarding corner stores, there's a motion that's going to be debated today that's going to basically leave it up to councilors' discretion if they want it in the interior parts of their neighborhood. Similar to Sixplexes, a lot of critics are saying more stuff like this is going to create two Torontos or deamalgamate Toronto. What is your response to those critics?
Well, I do support cutting red tape to make it easier for our small businesses, ambitious folks that want to start out a little small business. And usually the entire family is involved. Mom and dad and the kids are all working in the same place. And that's how you get started, right? Your small businesses. And right now, the proposal is have it near parks and schools and busy streets, corner of busy street, main streets. So I'll look at the debate. Probably by the time we finish snow removal and rental, it might be tomorrow. We'll listen to the debate, what the local councils have.
On the snow front, Mayor Chow, can you speak a little bit more about what will be happening differently related to the TTC? We do often see, buses not able to go. How is that part different with this new plan?
Well, we now have central command, which means that TTC, police, and we can get the tow trucks, transportation, because transportation are the ones that are getting the contractors to clear the street. And that one car that is blocking the snow route, that are preventing the TTC streetcar to get through, will get it towed immediately. Rather than in last year, it took a long time for them to be towed. Some good Samaritans have to get out and push it, which is ridiculous, right? So it's now all coordinated, which works a lot better. Because if not, then TDC will alert the city will get the police, the transportation will get the police, and then the police will then have the tow trucks, and then the transportation. It just, it's not fast enough. So with central command, the minute we see there's a blockage, we could tow.
Of all the improvements
what do you think is gonna be the most effective? What's gonna be the biggest difference we'll see this year with the snow and the snow clearing?
The biggest difference is local residents are able, through 311, help us. We can then monitor better with a team of monitors to make sure that private contractors are doing what they say they are doing. Last year, the contractor said, oh, we plowed the street, did it. Well, no, you didn't. And we did not do our monitoring team. They were split into 2 different divisions. It's now centralized, okay? Last year was belonged to 2 unions. Don't ask me why, this is an old system. It's now all brought together into 1 team and being monitored through GPS. Okay, the GPS dashboard wasn't working very well last year. So what is the clear difference? Better monitoring, faster approach, and all coordinated into a 1 team, 1 place, and asking the local residents to give us a hand by calling 311. Last year, there was a blackout period. What? The system in the past, from contracts, how would one sign a contract without actually putting in snow removal? You clear the snow, yeah, right. You shove the snow, but it's on people's driveway. You have to clear it. You actually have to remove it. You can't wait to remove it because then it will just pile so high. It'll take forever to remove. So faster removal of snow. Contracts, when they get renewed, will add in snow removal. I think that's the very clear difference.
On speed cameras, the Provincial Transportation said that they're likely coming out by Friday. The city has plans to put in bigger signs. Is it just a waste of money at this point for the city to be doing stuff like that?
We never give up. Took a page from the Blue Jays. Don't give up. We are asking the province to help us out. If they take away our speed cameras, help us put some more crossing guards on the street, to put some crosswalks, more crosswalks around schools. In local residential neighborhood, more speed humps, maybe even traffic lights. We need more police officers, okay? Now, the crossing guard itself is close to $40 million, $38 million, right? If you add more, it'd be like 40 plus. That money is going to be taken away as of Friday. What do we want us to do with the crossing guard? Fire them, lay them off? No. So we need crossing guards. In fact, we need more crosswalks and crossing guards, okay, to slow the cars down. We also, to protect our children. In terms of, remember the Premier said, big signs, flashing signs, snow, speed bumps. Well, yeah, we need funds to do that. So, we'll see.
Mayor Chow, has the city decided whether or not it's going to launch a legal challenge?
I don't know whether there is going to be an injunction or not. I know there are organizations that are considering as to whether they will or won't. I don't have the latest as to whether there's injunction or not.
Just on Bill 60, have you had a chance to speak with the housing minister or anybody regarding their calculus and I guess removing some of the rights for renters?
Well, one of the excuses that people use is, oh, I'm moving back in, so I'm going to evict you. And give you very little notice and no support. That's a big problem because often that's just an excuse, it's not true. And now, if people are really actually moving in some cases, yes, but give folks a little bit more time so that the tenants can have enough time to find a place and maybe even help them first and last month, right, or something of that nature. No, Minister Flagg has. There's consultation happening, but that whole period has been shortened, which is a problem. I was speaking to some of the tenants organizations 2 nights ago, and they were working hard to tell the province that some of the changes just will result in more evictions and life being much harder for tenants. So we're doing everything we can to support a lot of these tenants organizations.
All right, we've been listening live as the Toronto Mayor Olivia Chow is speaking to reporters ahead of the upcoming City Council meeting today, covering a wide range of issues, including, of course, the recent snow clearing efforts after we got hit with that snow over the last several days here, plus about the snow clearing from last year, also potentially more corner stores in the city, traffic calming and improving, and also you heard there talking about more affordable housing for the city as well.